What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS! In today's episode, we've got some stories to talk about. Okay, people, so for starters, we got a big update regarding Beastars. Y'all know it was just recently the second season released over on Netflix. Well, there's a big update for more Beastars to come, so pretty good stuff there. We also got a very, very unfortunate and nasty story that's been recirculating that apparently was kind of broke last year, but a lot more people are catching wind of it regarding the Japanese voice actor for characters such as, like, I think he did Toto in Jujutsu Kaisen, and some really messed up shit that he was into, and yeah, we'll get into it. We got an update on Tokyo Revengers manga, little update on Demon Slayer Season 2 and where you're going to be able to watch it and what's going on with it. We have an update on the unfortunate end to something One Punch Man related. We'll talk about it. We got the weekly Shonen magazine author comments. Can't wait to take a look at those. We also got the top selling manga of the week, the top 50, along with I believe we also have Black Clover's manga sales for the recent week and a few other Shonen Jump titles, so we're going to be taking a look, seeing where everything is at. Then the creators of Fairy Tail and One Piece recently had some run-ins with the president of France. While one actually met them, the other one I believe like sent the gift, so we're going to get into all of it because it's actually pretty freaking interesting. Like, yo, mangaka doing big things when you're rubbing elbows with presidents. Little update on the upcoming Platinum End anime. Detective Conan big announcement incoming. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Whole bunch of updates for the Boruto anime, as well as some updates for the release of the manga, the future updates for the manga and V-Jump magazine. Whole bunch of updated info for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie. In particular, we got a bunch of word from different people that are attached to the movie, so we're gonna get into it. And a little bit of an update on Gintama and the final movie airing over here in the West, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, people, those are the stories we have for today. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done.
Okay, people, so for starters, let's talk a little bit of Beastars. Now, in case you don't know about it, it's basically like this anime that is kind of like three-dimensional, but for whatever reason, they have like mastered the way 3D looks for this anime, and it's basically like a romance thing using, like, people like to say furries, but basically like animal, humanoid-esque type of creatures, and it's really, really enjoyable, at the very least from what I've seen with Season 1. I have yet to jump into Season 2. I do plan on it. I'm just a little bit backlogged with all my anime, but with the release of Season 2 and the end of the manga, a lot of fans were like, oh, we're gonna get more, what's gonna happen? Apparently, more Beastars anime incoming. According to this, it says Beastars anime gets new arc. Studio Orange announced on Wednesday that the TV anime of Paru Itagaki's Beastars manga will have a new arc. Netflix Japan also announced the anime's new arc, and it opened a new website. It said, project announcement, Beastars animated series, new arc is confirmed. Thanks to everyone who supports our show. Orange will continue to animate the show. And they have some artwork there that looks really, really dope of, you know, the main cast of characters. It says the manga creator Itagaki shared an illustration to commemorate the anime's next arc and to thank fans. And again, really dope little illustrations. There are a couple of them at that with one of the main characters. And it said the first TV anime debut on Netflix in Japan and on Fuji TV's programming block and on TV Nishi Nippon in October 2019. And then the season debut on Netflix outside of Japan in March of 2020. Now, I'll be real, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm a little bit out of the loop just because, again, I know that the manga ended and I'm not sure. I want to say that this next arc is going to continue adapting the manga. I don't think this is going to be an anime original. In fact, I want to say they would have pumped it if it was like, hey, this is anime original, so I'm almost certain that this is going to continue adapting from the original manga, but again, maybe I'm off on that. Either way, as long as Beastars Season 2 is as good or better than Season 1, I'm all for more Beastars. I really, really enjoyed Season 1, so yeah, if there's more Beastars, why not? Bring it. Looking forward to it, and yeah, I need to get on Beastars Season 2 like ASAP. Moving forward, major update for the Tokyo Revengers manga. I can't even believe we're here at this point, but it has quite a bit of sales, because according to this, it says Tokyo Revengers manga tops 32 million copies in circulation. The official Twitter account for Ken Wakui's Tokyo Revengers manga announced on Wednesday that the manga has more than 32 million copies in circulation. Wakui drew an illustration to commemorate surpassing 30 million copies, which just looks really dope. All of them on their delinquent badassery. The 32 million is for copies in circulation that are not copies printed and sold. The number is not a sales statistic. I noticed that they keep on putting that because they want to make sure people understand. Even though everybody, when it comes to the numbers, right, a lot of people aren't like, oh yeah, that's what's sold. Like, everybody's just running off the, you know, what's in circulation number at this point. So even though they put that in there, fans are still gonna go, oh, One Piece has this in circulation, this series has that in circulation. Because yeah, are we getting the actual numbers of hard copies sold? I don't think we really are getting those. We're just getting in circulation numbers anyway. So that's what people are gonna run with, and that's what people are gonna compare. So yeah, they could put that in there, but we're gonna just continue running with the circulation numbers because that's what we have as, you know, fact right now. And the impressive thing is that the manga only had 5 million copies in circulation in September 2020 and about 8 million copies in February 2020. So basically, the anime blew this shit all the way up, rightfully so. I say it every single time I get an opportunity to talk about Tokyo Revengers with the anime. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and it's been a joy to watch every week. And yeah, 32 million copies, fam. I see probably, maybe we could have 50 million by the end of this year. I don't know. Either way, definitely by this time next year, 50 million, no questions asked, as if it continues this way, because even when we look at sales, it's just astronomical. But shout outs to Ken Wakui's Tokyo Revengers. 32 million, baby. Okay, people, next up, this was a story that I was very, very disgusted to find out about. It was apparently this broke in like 2020, but recently a lot more people caught wind, because ever since then, like, the Jujutsu Kaisen anime blew up and he was a part of it playing Todo, because apparently the voice actor for Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen, he also has a ton of other roles. The Japanese voice actor, not the English one. His name is Subaru Kimura. Apparently he has been on some very hateful and disgusting shit for a while. There was some posts from his Instagram that are now deleted of him basically mocking tribal African culture, African people. Like, you'll see on the screen here, some really fucked up shit. Him doing blackface, like really, like, I can't even believe I'm seeing this shit right now, that he's actually doing this. But yeah, I saw this. Somebody had posted blackface racism. Don't forget to unfollow Subaru Kimura and not give him support. Some never saw that, so I'm bringing it back again. Basically, that's how this all came about once again, and it's just really disgusting and disturbing. And I'm honestly not sure how this is going to affect him over there in Japan, because let's just keep it real, over there they don't really look at the way we look at things, and it's wrong and it's fucked up. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, like, this dude was doing some really fucked up and wrong shit, and the fact that he was publishing it out into the internet on top of that, like, thinking that this is okay, like, this is right, this is funny or some shit. Like, no, you're a piece of shit. And it's unfortunate that, like, you know, even let's just say we were to boycott Jujutsu Kaisen or some shit like that, is it really gonna hurt him? Like, because he's just a VA. Like, you know, he loses that job, he'll have a ton of other jobs. Like, I guess if we make enough noise, it'll happen, something could happen, like some repercussions for this. But I don't really know. I'm just overall disgusted and disturbed to see it. I know for a fact, if there's anything that is like, oh, a big deal that he is doing in particular, I'll make sure that I'm not gonna support in any fashion, in terms of like, if he has, I don't know, a book coming out or some shit, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, just to put people on notice regarding this piece of shit, Subaru Kimura, aka the voice of Todo. I'm gonna try my best not even to put them together. Like, yeah, he does the voice of Todo, but Todo is an awesome character. This dude is a fuckboy ass little bitch that is doing really fucked up things like that, thinking it's funny and thinking because he deleted it, like, that's okay. I don't even think, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even apologize for any of this shit. That's how much of a piece of shit he is. Like, fuck you, Subaru Kimura. Yeah, that's that. I won't support anything that you do by yourself exclusively. Like, if there's anything you're doing, you will never get my support in terms of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna boycott Jujutsu Kaisen, because that's not going to do anything to him. That's just going to hurt the mangaka. That's just going to hurt Gege Akutami. But yeah, really disgusting, and I can't even believe that this was actually out there. It's crazy to think about. And if dude gets canceled, if they find a way, because the internet always prevails. If the internet decides to make enough noise, and Toei and all of these other companies, MAPPA, all of them decide, oh, we ain't fucking with him no more, then that's what he gets, because the internet's a powerful place. So you think you're going to be doing some fucked up shit and sweep it under the rug by just deleting it off your Instagram. Things don't work that way, buddy. But we gotta wait and see if anything comes from it. But as it stands right now, fuck you, Subaru Kimura. I hope you see this. I hope you watch this little clip right here and know that I said fuck you. Sorry for that negative energy, people, but that actually really pissed me off and got me disgusted and took me out of my element for a moment. But let's get back to a little bit of the positive side, because we're not going to let disturbed motherfuckers ruin what we love to talk about, anime and manga. Moving forward, we got some really awesome news regarding Demon Slayer and Funimation. Y'all know season 2 is around the corner, and according to this, it says Funimation to stream Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District Arc anime in 2021. Funimation announced on Wednesday that it'll stream the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District Arc TV anime in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand this year. Funimation shared the English subtitle trailer and visual, so the anime will be on Funimation, but I'm almost certain, didn't it last time it also ran on like Crunchyroll and everyone? At the end of the day, like season 1 is even on Netflix at this particular point, so I don't see Funimation having like this as an exclusive by any means, unless I'm wrong and they really nabbed it, because at the end of the day now Funimation is backed by, you know, Sony bought them out and shit, so it could very well just become an exclusive to Funimation. But yeah, I just want it. Like, I just want to watch it already. It's been a little bit since we have season 1. We know what Studio Ufotable is going to do with this. It's going to be breathtaking. I am almost certain of it. Not even almost. I am 100% certain it is going to be breathtaking and absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I can't wait for it. But if you're a Funimation subscriber, have no fear. Demon Slayer will be on the platform for the Entertainment District Arc. Okay, next up, very, very random, and I'm kind of shocked that this is happening this way, but apparently the One Punch Man PS4 game, the one that was on consoles, is actually like ending some online support, which is really, really strange. I want to say this is the one game that I actually didn't get into. I've seen a little bit of it. It didn't look great by any means. I wanted to get it because, hey, it's One Punch Man, but it just didn't look like a great game at all. But according to this, it says One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows game, ends online multiplayer service next February. Bandai Namco Entertainment announced on Tuesday that the One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows game will end online multiplayer service on February 8th, 2022. Online 1v1 game matches will still be playable, as well as offline modes. That's kind of weird. So why are they knocking off? I mean, maybe it costs more for the multiplayer. I don't know. That's bizarre. But the game launched on PS4, Xbox One, PC in North America, Europe, and for PS4 and Xbox One in Japan in February 2020. And yeah, I honestly, everything I heard about this game and everything I saw of this game, it just kind of looked lame. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I hate to say it because I really wanted a dope One Punch Man ass game, because One Punch Man is an awesome series, but that game, it was like DOA, Dead on Arrival, just being honest with you. That shit was, it wasn't bueno. I didn't even get it. And I usually buy almost every anime game of any series that I really, really like and shit like that. And I skipped out on it because I saw trailers, I saw gameplay, and I was like, nani? There was a cool little mobile game that I actually played. And I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, it was when I got sponsored to talk about it. And I remember playing it as like, you know, to do my research for my video for the sponsorship. And I was like, I'm so lucky that I'm getting sponsored to play a game that I'm actually having fun with. So the mobile game was actually really cool. But the console game was like, yeah, I goofed on that. Honestly, One Punch Man, after season 1's enormous success, everything around it started falling apart, minus the manga, because Yusuke Murata, he's a different breed. When it comes to artists, he is an alien. He is an alien that is just not from this universe, because he is that damn incredible. So he has kept, and of course, you know, the author as well, the original author, they have kept One Punch Man at the very least in the spotlight in terms of the manga, because anime season 2, you know, switching studios to JC Staff, a lot of people fell off of it. I'll be honest with you, I actually did like season 2. It wasn't as great as season 1 in terms of the aesthetics of art and animation, things like that, but I love Garo, so I actually really liked season 2. But season 2, people really fell off, and then the video game for the consoles was just yeah, unfortunate. But long live One Punch Man. Go read the manga. I gotta catch up on it. I'm very, very behind. Moving forward, people, it's that time for the weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. I'm looking forward. Let's get into it. I never read these, by the way. Before I record the video, I never read them. I just grab the list, and then I'm like, bet, we've got something for videos. So it's always like a live reaction when I read these bad boys. Let's start off with George Morikawa, author of Hajime no Ippo. He had to say this week, before I realized it, the amount of mini pleco increased. What the hell again is he talking about? I never know, but long live George Morikawa. Moving forward, Ken Wakui, author of Tokyo Revengers, said, my family is hooked on Ni no Kuni Crossworld. It feels like playing a Ghibli anime. Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni. Yeah, I had Ni no Kuni for the PS3, if I'm not mistaken. I played the first one, and yeah, it is like playing a Ghibli anime. 100% correct. That was a really awesome game from what I remember. Shout outs to Ken Wakui and his family. I know they just having the time of their life. This is a great time to be a Wakui, or a Ken, I guess you could say, say, right? It's Ken. I don't know if they flipped the names or not, but yeah, to be a part of his family, you're having a great time. Like, Tokyo Revengers is huge everywhere. Yeah, y'all have fun. Really love to see it, honestly. That's pretty wholesome, actually. Moving forward, Suzuki Nakaba Suzuki, author of Seven Deadly Sins and now Four Knights of the Apocalypse, he said, Nanatsu no Taizai Cursed by Light is now in theaters. The stuff you get for buying tickets is pretty amazing. Boy, I wish I could see it. I wish. I can't wait for Netflix to put it out. Oh, by the way, I can't wait for them to put that last batch of 12 episodes so I can marathon through. I know I say it every week, but come on, Netflix. You can do it! Put the fucking episodes on! Next up, Atsushi Okubo, creator 5/4/Soul Eater. Update. I have still not acquired a PS5. If this keeps up, I won't ever be able to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Don't feel bad. There's a lot of people that have it. And don't feel bad as well, because at the end of the day, the PS5, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it is disappointing as it stands right now. Not many games. Y'all see, I got it right there. I'm not trying to flex by any means. I'm just letting you know I ain't bullshitting. I've had it since launch. It ain't all that at all. I get it. You want it because it's that FOMO and all of that jazz, but it exists right now. Like, I would have been fine with the PS4 Pro until some more big games, big titles come out. But as it stands right now, it's like, it's alright. It's cool. Moving forward, Hiro Mashima, creator of Fairy Tail Eden Zero, Raid Master, great freaking hustler. He said, I haven't been reading much lately, so I'm taking suggestions from everyone as to great mystery works. Don't be shy if you have recommendations. I don't know, have you ever heard of this series? It's not the most popular in the world, I don't think. It's called Detective Conan. They rebranded it in the US called Case Closed. It's about like this little detective kid. Like, you may have heard it. I don't know. That's my recommendation, Hiro Mashima. A little series called Detective Conan. You know, very long, has like, I don't even know, millions of copies in circulation, been out since 96. The anime is one of the most popular anime every single week. Yeah, that one. Shout out Hiro Mashima. And yeah, okay, that's all we have for this week's weekly Shonen magazine author comments. Always a treat, to be honest with you. Like, between these and the weekly Shonen Jump author comments, like, I kind of like these more because we rarely hear from these guys, so getting these every week, it's fun. Okay, next up we got the top selling manga of the week, but before we go from the 50 to 1, I wanted to take a closer look at just the Jump titles, because leading the charge again for this week in Jump is Black Clover. This week it did 23,236 copies for a total of 147,922, so almost 148, almost 150 in 3 weeks. Not bad at all. And everything else, from my understanding, from Jump didn't chart. So basically, like, Black Clover, and then after that, Elusive Samurai stopped charting as well. So it's kind of a bummer there, but based on these sales, it says Elusive Samurai this week sold 15.3 to bring it to 82,000. That is not bad at all. That is great. It's kind of crazy. Elusive Samurai is already more popular than Undead Unluck, with Undead Unluck this week doing 5,500, leading into 43,800. That's crazy. Elusive Samurai has surpassed Undead Unluck. I didn't see that one coming at all, but it's from Matsui, the author of Assassination Classroom. Crazy shit. And then Yozakura Family doing 4.2, bringing that to 38,000, a little bit behind Undead Unluck. And Phantom Seer with 3.7, bringing that one to 25,000. That's crazy, yo. A canceled manga, 25,000. Like, it has to be about more than just it being canceled, because there's no way they would have let a series that has that much promise and it's canceled and it's doing 25. Like, that's probably why they're putting that little one shot in Jump Plus, and maybe they'll do more with it in the future. At the very least, I'm almost certain that the authors of Phantom Seer, or author, I forget if it's one or two authors, I want to say it was just one guy, they're probably going to have another work somewhere down the road if Phantom Seer doesn't return, because this is good. But now, taking a look at the top 50, coming in from 50 to 1 at number 50 exactly in 3 days, I want to say, Mao, from the author of Inuyasha. This is their latest work, 19,000. I want to say, what is it? Yeah, in 3 days, almost 20k. Not bad, not great, but not bad at all, if I do say so. Kaiju number 8, wow, 49. Again this week, 20,000. That's crazy. How many weeks has this shit been since April 6th? Or no, I'm sorry, June 4th. Yeah, it's backwards. June 4th, and you're at 710,000. Oh my god. Looking around there, Spy X Family doing 21, almost 1 million on that. Black Clover, again, yeah, doing great. Well, not great, but doing good. Kingdom, an official guidebook, doing 21,000. Jesus. Then 40 to 31, Futari Solo Camp, never heard of it. Blue Exorcist at 174 now, in, what is that, 17 days? Damn, that's crazy that the author really just said, fuck it, I'm going on hiatus, working on something else. I can't even believe that. Oh, in 10 days, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, Volume 9, 51,000. Definitely a major drop from Fairy Tail in its heyday. Fairy Tail in its heyday was doing like 300 plus in a week. That used to be insane. And now, I mean, at the end of the day, considering it's just like a quaint little cool thing for fans, it's still great numbers, honestly. And I really got to get back into Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, because actually, from everything I remember from reading 100 Years Quest, it was doing a lot better than original Fairy Tail. That's saying something. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 16, damn, still at number 34, 1.8 million total at this point, or 1.85. Then 30 through 21, Nanatsu Shinobu no House Key. What the fuck? House Kibako. I don't even know what the hell that is. Then a shit ton of Tokyo Revengers throughout the rest of it. It's literally number 30 is different, and then everything else is Tokyo Revengers. Then 20. Oh my god. Literally everything from 20 to 11 minus one book is again Tokyo Revengers. Jesus. And then number 10. Wait, is that? Yeah. Then number 10 to 1, top 10. Tokyo Revengers number 9 at number 10. Oh my god. It's only until you get to number 6 that there's no Tokyo Revengers. Jesus. Diamond no Ace Act 2 with 55,000. Okay. Then anything else that is familiar? So no Frieren. That one's been blowing up 177k in 3 days. So Tokyo Revengers dropped a new volume, and it went at it with Kingdom, which Kingdom is a goat, man. But, you know, shoutouts to Tokyo Revengers, 3 days, 222,000. But then Kingdom, 3 days, with never having an anime that was accepted by fans. I think people liked the latest season. They said, like, they, you know, started doing more 2D and shit. But 350,000. Oh my god, Kingdom, yo. Soon, man. I keep on saying it, I know, but soon. If there was an official release for Kingdom, I would have already been on it. Okay, like, it's just easier to access. I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to dig for manga. I don't want to go to back alley sites with viruses and shit. I don't want to do none of that. If it's right here on my phone and great translations, I'm gonna read the shit out of it. But soon. But shoutouts to Tokyo Revengers and especially Kingdom. 350, fam. This shit been doing 350. I don't know how many years now Kingdom's been doing it. Like, oh my god. And yeah, people, those are the top 50 manga sales of the week. Okay, people, next up, some very, very big news. Very big deal, because apparently recently a couple of mangaka were in a little bit of cahoots, I guess you could say, or at the very least had some dealings with the president of France. According to these pieces of news, for starters, let's start off with the creator of Fairy Tail, Hiro Mashima, actually recently met with him. It said, happy to share a moment with these artists, authors of works like Akira, Fairy Tail, Dark Souls. Okay, so there was a few mangaka, not just Hiro Mashima himself, but Akira, Fairy Tail, Dark Souls, Towards the Light, and many others. They are myths in Japan and in France too. The success of hashtag past culture confirms it. Culture brings us together. And they had Hiro Mashima there. That is huge, fam. Off of drawing manga. Like, somebody like me, I look at them like, yeah, y'all some next level beings, y'all superheroes, y'all aliens, whatever you want to call it, to demonstrate just how much I appreciate and respect and look at them. Artists like that, you know, bang these things out every single week, like, that's what I put for them. But the fact that Hiro Mashima was able to meet with the president of France, that is huge off of manga. And then Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece, according to this, it said Eiichiro Oda gifts One Piece illustration to French President Macron. It's no secret that France is one of the biggest culture importers of Japanese pop culture, with the country being one of the biggest markets for manga and anime in the West. What was a secret was the passion French President Emmanuel Macron has for One Piece, who revealed in a tweet that he received a special illustration from One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda. One has to wonder if Macron is caught up with the Straw Hat's adventures through Wano Kuni and discusses the latest chapters at the G7 summit with the Japanese Prime Minister, or if he's excited to see the 1000th episode of the TV anime. We know we are. So basically, Oda sent in a gift, which is kind of crazy. Like, Hiro Mashima went there in person, like, yo, what's good? I appreciate you. And Oda's like, yo, here's a gift, fam. I got shit to do. Like, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I get it. It's a little bit different. Like, Oda, there's a lot of pressure. And there's a lot of pressure in Mashima, too. Like, he got Eden Zero. He got 100 Years Quest. He's working on that mobile game, doing the art for it. He got a lot of things on his plate right now. On top of, they always want crossovers and one-shots, like, all sorts of shit from Hiro Mashima. So, don't get it twisted. Oda ain't the only one that's busy, but it's kind of bananas to think, like, Hiro Mashima's like, I'll be on the first jet over there right now, let's go. And Oda's like, yo, I got a really dope drawing for him, send that shit through. Shout out to both of them, though. I love to see manga expanding and you know, continuing to break through barriers, like meeting the president of France off of your art. That is I love seeing that shit. Next up, just a small update on the Platinum End anime. According to this, it said Crunchyroll to stream Platinum End anime. Crunchyroll announced on Friday at the San Diego Comic-Con virtual event that it will stream the TV anime of Takeshi Obata and Sugumi Oba's Platinum End manga this fall worldwide outside of Asia. The company unveiled an English subtitled trailer, and of course we already seen that trailer, which I'm looking forward to it to a certain degree. And of course, shout outs to Crunchyroll, like that was where I was hoping. But I was really looking forward to watching this. But the more I started inspecting a little bit and realizing, wait a minute, so it's going to be how many episodes and how many volumes is it? I think that this is going to be a rush job. I'm scared for it, to be honest with you. Like, the art and animation weren't 20 out of 10s or anything like that either. And then the fact that it's going to be cramming all of this content into X amount of episodes, I'm worried for this one. I'll just say that. I'm worried for it. I feel like it should have been almost double the length considering the amount of volumes. I want to say it had, how many volumes again? Like 21 volumes, some shit. Maybe I'm off on that, but it had a lot of volumes that just didn't match up for the number of episodes that are ordered for this anime. So we gotta wait and see. But at the same time, I feel like the reason they're doing this like this and they're not giving it the major rollout and all that is because the manga never really took off. Considering the names behind it, Obata and Oba, those are, you know, Death Note, Bakuman, like these are big names. And since Platinum End didn't really explode like they wanted it to, they probably were like, yo, y'all got big names, so we're still gonna give you on anime, all of that jazz. But yeah, we're probably just gonna throw it out there. If the anime makes it take off, then amazing. But it didn't make that splash with the manga that they probably were expecting or hoping for. But either way, I'm still watching that shit, like hands down, because I only read like the first volume or so of the manga, and I liked what I read. It was really dark, crazy, and a little bit different for the Obata Oba people. Okay, people, next up, we got an update on Detective Conan, aka Case Closed. According to this, it says Detective Conan by Gosho Aoyama will have a big announcement in Weekly Shonen Sunday issue 36/37 out August 4th with a pinup poster too. What the announcement could be, I'll be honest with you, it's a big announcement, so I'm imagining it's going to be a movie. I don't think it's going to be like, yo, Conan is coming to an end, everybody. I doubt it. I could be totally off base on that one, but I don't think that Detective Conan is going to come to an end. Not now, anyway. I think they're just like, hey, we just did that one movie. Get ready for the next one. And yeah, I haven't watched Conan in a while. I love Detective Conan. I watched, especially when it was in dub. I watched every episode dub. It's just a little bit more difficult to watch in sub because some of these cases be real elaborate and they make, you know, cues and they talk about things that I just don't necessarily understand because it's like a lot to take in. So I want to say though, they actually started dubbing, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Discotech Media has been dubbing the movies a lot lately. So there's quite a few movies that I need to get back on. I've been saying I'm going to buy them for the longest and I keep on slacking on that, but I'm going to go buy those Detective Conan movies now if they're dubbed. I think it's a new dub, but nevertheless, yeah, I love me some Conan. So but again, I think this big announcement is going to be a movie. It's more than likely going to be that. Moving forward, we got some updates for the Boruto anime and manga. I guess for starters, let's talk about the manga because the release dates for V-Jump magazine is looking like this. It says provisional JP release dates for V-Jump for the remainder of the year and the corresponding Boruto chapter number. So basically for next month's V-Jump, it'll be coming August 19th, so we'll get it a day earlier than normal. But then chapter 62, the following month will be on the 21st, 63 will be on October 21st, 64 will be November 20th, and 65 will be December 21st. So basically next month's chapter will be the earliest one we're getting, and of course these are preliminary listings given by Shueisha for the submission deadlines for ad promos, PGs in each issue. So basically it'll be around the same time for the most part. It's just next month will be a tad bit earlier, so you can look out for that. But either way, can't freaking wait. I'm hoping we get to some big shit real soon because yeah, Boruto manga been promising some stuff, especially one of the creators behind it, Ikemoto, been promising some big stuff for a year now, so we'll see if it goes down. But then the anime, we got some episode titles. It says, I checked the Boruto anime listings in the Lifestyle magazine, and it seems that the broadcast schedule is indeed shifting a week back due to the Olympics. So the updated thing is saying that July 25th, no episode. Then the following episode, episode 209, the next episode as of the recording of this video, we'll get episode 209, The Pariah, August 1st. And then following that, August 8th, we'll get episode 210, Clues About Kara. And then August 15th to 11, Tracking. And then moving forward from that, it says provisional titles for Boruto anime episodes airing in the second half of August. 212 will be Amado's Defection. That'll be coming out August 22nd. And 213 will be True Identity, August 29th. Oh my god, I wonder if that's going to be the big episode that I'm hoping for. They correspond to manga chapters 44/45 and 46. I can't remember which chapter that was, but oh my god, I think by the end of August, we're going to have one of the biggest episodes the Boruto anime has ever seen, probably the biggest, where once again, everybody's going to be talking about Boruto, probably even more so than they were talking about the Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen battle or Boroshiki. I think, yeah, that was the highlight of the manga, as it stands right now, and only manga readers know what I'm talking about, but if that True Identity episode is what I think it's going to be, that is going to be hands down the biggest moment of Boruto, and probably, as of right now, at the very least, with the manga stuff that's happened since then, I don't know if there'll be anything that's bigger than that for now. Again, I'm expecting big things to come, but as it stands right now, that might be the climax of Boruto for a lot of people, because very, very huge thing is about to go down, and I'm so freaking hyped. Boruto anime about to be lit as fuck, and I can't wait. Oh my god. But we gotta wait and see. Either way, those are the dates, episode titles for the Boruto anime, alongside the V-Jump release dates as well. Okay, people, I've been talking about this for a while, and I'm very excited to say that the Gintama movie is finally going to be coming to theaters over here in the West. Gintama, the very final anime film, opens in North American theaters, subbed and dubbed, on November 21st/22nd. 11 Arts announced on Thursday that it will screen Gintama, the final new anime film of Hideaki Sorachi's Gintama manga, in North American theaters on November 21st to the 22nd, in Japanese with English subtitles and with an English dub. And oh my god, yes, November, you can expect me to be in theaters. I'm gonna be very, very angry and disappointed if I somehow, for some reason, miss out on this. This is something that I'm dying to see. Let's go, baby. Gintama. Na 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 na. Oh, I'm so fucking pumped. Let's go, baby. The final. Let's do it. I didn't expect this, to be honest with you. I didn't expect they were gonna put a Gintama film in theaters over here, and I'm not expecting to do gangbusters either, because Gintama was never that big here in the West. But I know hardcore fans, including me, I'm gonna go watch it. Yeah. Okay, people, and lastly, a ton of new updated info for the Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie Superhero, or is it Superheroes? Superhero, aka the Great Saiyaman film. No, there's nothing about Great Saiyaman, but we got a lot of info here. Let's just read. For starters, it says producer Norihiro Hayashida reveals a little more about the movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I think this new movie has a different appeal to the outrageously intense Dragon Ball Super Broly. There are a lot more slice of life scenes that really put a spotlight on the rich world Toriyama has created. Of course, that's not to say the movie doesn't have its share of intense scenes. It's a perfect fusion of classic Dragon Ball and new aspects to the series, which is why I felt it might just end up being something truly original and groundbreaking. I really think that we're going to be able to please all the fans out there, as well as Toriyama, with this movie. Presenting Toriyama's incredible stories and designs in the coolest way possible has always been our mission. Basically, Toriyama really didn't have that much involvement, even though I know I've heard that he had more involvement with this one than ever. They always say that shit, but if they're talking about pleasing Toriyama, well, maybe they're talking from the aesthetics department. I don't know. Toriyama would handle the story, I guess, but either way, I'm trailing off. I hope you all do us the kindness of waiting patiently and excitedly a little while longer. Then we also have this from the voice of Goku, Masako Nozawa. I'm sure you're all bursting with excitement waiting for the Dragon Ball movie. I'm certain that Dragon Ball Super Superhero will more than live up to everyone's expectations. The superhero subtitle is pretty cool, right? No, not at all. Sorry. I love how simple and straight to the point it is. The new character design by Toriyama doesn't quite look like anyone we've seen before. They've got a great sense of style. Looking slick, wearing boots. They're definitely a unique addition to Dragon Ball, and I can't wait to see what they can do. It's one of those amazing movies where after you finish watching it, you and your friends and family can all talk about the details and about what parts you like best. I can't wait to hear all your impressions of the movie. Shueisha Dragon Ball Team executive producer Akio Iyoku. Now that the release date in Japan has been set for 2022, we're working at full steam. Yeah, a whole freaking year and a half. Good job. For now, all I can say is that it's going to be fantastic. Toriyama has been working with us since the story development stage and was highly involved in the illustration process for the movie's characters. As we've worked on it, the movie has just kept getting better and better. Like I said, I'm confident it's going to be a fantastic movie, but I really think that it could end up being a movie that leaves fans stunned, thinking things like, so this is what Dragon Ball is capable of. No, we know what Dragon Ball is capable of. Relax. And I never expected it to be that good. I hope all the fans out there can withstand their building anticipation and hold out until next year. No, we know what Dragon Ball is capable of. It's legendary, but thanks for that. Then we got Hironobu Kageyama, the guy that did Chala Hechara. Legend. The fact that the new Dragon Ball movie was announced at an iconic event like San Diego Comic-Con is pretty outstanding, and the fact that I was able to perform Chala Hechara was such an honor. I've been so lucky to be able to perform all over the world and make so many friends thanks to anime and anime songs. Among those friends are countless diehard Dragon Ball fans who I'm sure will be rejoicing right about now. I hope everyone around the world joins me in continuing to spread the Dragon Ball movement in whatever ways we can. And let us all hope that it actually looks great. I'm sorry, that CGI left a lot to be desired. Hopefully we get more traditional animation. I don't know, that's just me. A lot of people seem to be on the side of it looks okay, so we gotta wait and see. But it's Dragon Ball. I'm gonna watch it regardless. I'm probably gonna watch it multiple times. I'm probably gonna watch it in theaters, so yeah, don't listen to me when it comes to that shit. But yeah, people, those are the stories we had for today's episode. I'm curious what you guys think. The Beastars New Anime, are you excited? We're getting more Beastars. Tokyo Revengers hitting huge numbers of sales. Toto's voice actor and that disgusting nastiness that he was doing, again, want to repeat, absolute disgusting man. Yeah, I don't support anything he has, and it's just real shitty that he's attached to some stuff that we like, but I'm not gonna shit on those series for him because he's just a VA on it at the end of the day. Fuck him. Funimation getting Demon Slayer on the platform. The One Punch Man game ending its multiplayer online, which is mad random. Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. The top selling 50 manga, including all the Jump stuff. Hiro Mashima, creator of Fairy Tail / Eden Zero, and Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece, dibbling and dabbling with the president of France. Crunchyroll getting Platinum End. Their big Detective Conan announcement coming. Boruto episode titles and schedule for V-Jump. The Dragon Ball Super producer and all the people involved talking about the film. And the Gintama movie hitting US theaters. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of FORNEVERNEWS.